Welcome to the second audio tutorial for the participatory research project EUWORA on women's radio history.
Yes. Victims of a success of a victim. More posters in between.
Yes,
No?
there are more.
Because there are 8 years from this poster to the next.
Yes.
So we can see.
EUWORA is a project about women's radio history. We'd like to investigate under which conditions women have produced radio shows and what the shows have been about. How have women been involved in community radio stations since their beginnings? What local, national, European topics were approached in their shows and how were they discussed? How did women's commitment to free radio connect to other forms of activism and active citizenship? Participatory social research is a research method which is based on the fact that people who work in a certain field engage in producing together knowledge about the field.
We are here talking with German people, Austrian people, and I am a woman of my radio station, and any man of my radio station have done something similar. They never have taken a plane to go to another country to talk about radio, or how do they do radio. So we have reached to an objective very high. Yes. And Radio Vallecas did the Congress, International Congress, and it's something that the other part of the radio hasn't done things like that. So we are international.
That there are various spaces and forms of knowledge. People know different things about the same places. What I know and what I can know depends on who I am, where I am, and with whom I can interact.
Diese Traces sind auch eine Spur.
For our project, it is important to be aware of the roots of women's movements and the debates that have taken place. We decided to present a short overview over the history of women's movements so that we can talk about the links of our material to the contents of women's movements.
Ja, eigentlich schon. Das sind die detailed information. Die sind super. Genau, das hilft auch.
One of our research questions asks, what were the links between feminist movements and women's radio shows?
Not be an exhibition where you're so much alone with the exhibition, but where it is more about being guided in a sense. Or I mean, there are lots of people who can explain it, and I think one of the most interesting things would be to go there and to have exchange with people coming
If I am an alternative journalist, it does make a difference if I'm working in a country where free radio is legal or illegal. It also makes a difference whether I work in a free radio station where my knowledge is welcome or not accepted. Depending on where I am, my experiences will be different, and my own knowledge about myself and society largely depends on my age, my biography, whether I consider myself a certain gender, and if yes, which, whether I possess a certain passport, and what others see in me, and how they consequently interact with me.
The other was?
Women's spaces.
During the workshops, we'll collectively investigate and analyze the collected material. Together we will discuss these findings and look for similarities and differences between our cases. Our gathered material will be the basis of an exhibition which is scheduled at our last workshop meeting in Vienna.
If we are closing the windows. If there's no snow, it's for sure. If there is snow, we can.
Yes, a written history. It's also possible to make it visible and approachable for other people.
Like dates, like when was the radio established, and when did the women's area end?
For one day, it's gonna be a women's radio space.
looking forward to meeting you in Madrid.